Hello, and welcome back to Enemy Analysis. My name is Okami, and in this series we will be looking at the defensive and offensive capabilities of various enemies in Armored Core 1. Today, we will be looking at the Shiranui. These enemies are the general-purpose AC units based on the design of the heat waves. Like the heat waves, they are extremely mobile and use the same bipedal design. We only encounter them in two missions: destroy floating mines and kill struggle leader. Based on the mission description, we can conclude that they are developed by Morikumo. Now let's look at their defense against solid shell weapons. With the AR-1000, I hit the enemy 66 times and dealt a total of 6,930 damage. With the HD-512, I hit the enemy 19 times, dealing 8,303 damage. And finally, with the RF-5, I hit the enemy 15 times, dealing 7,950 damage. While these numbers sound inconsistent, they are in fact the correct values, and when we average them out, we get 7,727 AP versus solid shell weapons. Next, let's look at their defense against energy weapons. With the XP-1000, I was able to hit them 20 times and deal 6,040 damage, while the XP-2000 was able to hit them 15 times and deal 6,525 damage. Finally, with the XC-4 laser rifle, I was able to hit them 9 times and deal a total of 7,380 damage. When we average these numbers out, we get 6,648. From this we can tell that they can take far more damage from solid shell weapons, and that they are in fact weak to energy weapons. Now let's talk about their damage. With various defense tiers, I tested their damage and found they don't deal as much as I originally thought. Using a low defense AC, I took 263 damage, and with a medium defense AC, I took 222 damage. Finally, with a high defense AC, I took 180 damage. When we average these out, we get 222 per hit. While this seems insignificant, they can attack very quickly, and when fought in groups, like destroy floating mines, they can cut through your AP pretty quickly. It's also worth mentioning that their plasma guns have a ton of knockback and can knock you into the floating mines in the final mission. You can avoid this by staying on the ground, but it's hard to do since the Shinomis are more likely to hit you when you're on the ground in that room, thanks to their long-range rifles. In this final part, we will discuss what tactics you can use to deal with them. Like the storks, they are hard to track while in the air, but leave themselves open when they land. However, unlike the storks, their flight paths are more predictable, and you can learn a lot about dealing with them from watching how they tend to move around. The best time to attack is right when they land, since they take a few seconds to recover from landing. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing way more of these videos in the near future. Also, check out the links in the description for more Armored Core content. Thank you, and as always, have a good day. So last night I was watching this anime where it was like, there's cops and they went into this like killer's house and they shot him up, and then his dog got loose and bit this chick, and I guess it had rabies, but like instead of giving her rabies, it turned her into this werewolf, and then she turned the whole town into werewolves, and then like the cops didn't know what to do about it, so they had to call in this like special forces guy that looked like he was some fat fucking old Australian, and then like all the other guys had this really high-tech battle gear, you know. And then there was this fat dude that, like, looked like Buddha. And he entered this weird dream state thing with the werewolf chick. And then once he did, all the were-animals turned back to normal. There was no subtitles and there was no dubbed version. So the whole time I'm having to guess what's going on just by watching it and kind of comparing it to the description on the site that I was watching it on. It was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.